Attack on Mika!
My name is Koki. When I was in 7th grade, I was diagnosed with leukemia, so I spent quite some time being hospitalized. I was still new to middle school, but I had to be hospitalized for about a year. After my condition stabilized and I was allowed to go back to school, I had a hard time fitting in with my classmates. Despite being hospitalized for many months, I studied hard inside the hospital's tutoring center, so it wasn't like I was having a hard time keeping up with the curriculum. Besides, I was inspired by the doctors around me and decided that I wanted to be one too, so I was working extra hard in my studies. My grades after going back to school were at the top of my class, but some students didn't like that.
I always had the highest grades. You can't just crawl back and beat me when you've been absent from school for a while. I know you cheated.
Do you have proof?
Well, it just doesn't make sense.
I can't do this right now. There was this girl named Calico who especially hated me. Calico had the looks of a model and acted like the queen bee of the classroom, but she also had the most awful personality. Since she hated being anything but number one, she treated me like an enemy. After every test, she would bother me, saying that I cheated. I was honestly getting tired of her games. All of my hair had fallen off from my chemotherapy, so I usually wore a wig. I knew it couldn't be helped, but I still didn't want my classmates to see my bald head. So during PE, when I was forced to remove my wig, I wore a bandana around my head instead. I hid in the back of the room so that the others wouldn't see me.
Did you get a good shot?
A perfect shot!
Did you guys know? Koki's actually so bald. It's so embarrassing, right?
I could never come to school if I was that bald! That picture! Delete it!
Why? Are you embarrassed?
Ah!
What? If you're not embarrassed, then you should embrace your baldness.
You! How would you feel if you were in my position, huh?
I swear. Shut up.
Ah!
Oh my, I'm sorry. My hand must have slipped. Ew, look at how dirty it is.
How could you?
Oh, I thought of a good idea. I'll give you magic prayers so your hair will grow back.
What?
I hope and pray Koki will grow back long, luscious hair. If you tell the teachers or your parents about this, I'll make your life a living hell, okay?
At that time, I thought that it wouldn't get worse if I stayed quiet.
That's terrible. I can't believe it.
Yeah, but I thought, I can't let these guys win! And that motivated me to work harder. Anyways, the reason why I'm bringing this up is because I received an invitation for a middle school reunion the other day.
You're not gonna go, right?
No, I'm going.
Huh?
I was honestly always waiting for this moment. The day of the reunion, I wore gloves and a neatly tailored suit and headed to the venue. Everyone who had bullied me and called me bald was grouped in a circle. Must have been the trauma. I recognized their faces in an instant. But they probably only remember me as the bald guy. They didn't seem to recognize me when I walked in. Huh? Who are yous again? Ichi? No, I'm Koki.
No way! You're handsome and you actually have hair!
I guess hair really is important.
Sorry about what happened in middle school. Don't take it to the heart.
Your apology doesn't sound sincere at all! I was silent, staring at the bullies who spoke to me as if nothing happened in the past. Suddenly, a woman wearing bold clothes came up to me with a smile.
No way! Are you that Baldy? Wow, you're handsome now.
Over the past couple of years, she had gained a lot of weight, and her hair was a complete mess. There wasn't even a shadow of her old self. But I knew who it was right away because of her mole. Oh, Calico-san, right? Long time no see.
Huh?
My peers were too shocked to speak after realizing that the lady was Calico. Calico didn't seem to notice their reactions, and kept on talking to me.
So, Koki, what do you do for work?
I'm a doctor. The moment Calico heard my occupation, I saw her eyes glisten. It was almost funny seeing how she suddenly tried to get close to me.
Wow, you're a doctor? That's amazing. I guess that's why you're able to afford such an expensive suit.
How about you? Where do you work?
I'm not really working right now. I'm sort of like helping out with the chores at home.
Helping out at home, I see.
You know, I'm really good at keeping the house tidy. If you get married to me, I'd be a great stay-at-home wife.
What? Calico-san? You're not married yet?
Nope.
I assumed you'd already be married.
I just can't find someone that meets my expectations and I guess I haven't met my soulmate.
Your soulmate? You must be a big dreamer.
But I mean, meeting you today, I feel like it's destiny.
So who exactly are you looking for? Is your soulmate someone you can leech off of like a parasite? Are you going to make me your host?
Like a parasite? No, honey. Call me a stay-at-home wife.
I'm not saying stay-at-home wives leech off their husbands. It's just that I could only imagine you being lazy and eating all day. So you'll probably end up leeching off your husband's hard work. Am I wrong?
That's not true.
Oh, I apologize. I saw that your attitude changed the moment I said I was a doctor, so I thought you were a gold digger.
What? You should appreciate that a woman like me is even talking to you. Especially since you were just an embarrassing baldy.
You're really ugly, aren't you?
I'm ugly?
What makes you think I'd choose an ugly woman like you? Besides, have you seen the way you look? If you want to get married to me, maybe you should fix how you look first. Everyone who was watching couldn't hold their laughter in anymore. Suddenly, laughter spread across the room. He's totally right! You got pretty ugly looking!
I can't believe you gained that much weight. Girl, what have you been doing?
Come on now. Are you guys in the position to be able to say that?
See, Koki, I know you're protecting me because you like me.
Stop kidding yourself. I've never liked you in the past, and I never will in the future. You suck up to people who are better than you and look down on the people who aren't. I don't see anything to love in a person like that. I've always hated people like you! I didn't call you ugly just based on your physical appearance. I'm saying you're ugly on the inside for having no problem hurting other people. You guys are the same. Just like her, you guys have the ugliest hearts I've ever seen. It makes me sick! Besides, I already have a wonderful wife, so there's no room for a person with an ugly personality like you. I've said what I wanted to say. So bye. Maybe you guys should continue living your miserable lives that way. It's not my problem anymore. The next day, seeing everyone's shocked faces was actually really funny.
I honestly didn't know what you were thinking when you said you were going to reunion with all the people you hated in middle school.
I'm sorry if I made you worry. I guess I'm also petty for doing what I did. Do you hate me for it?
Nope, I'd probably want to get revenge too if I was in your position. So if it made you feel better, I think all is well.
Really?
Yup. I mean, if your peers sincerely felt bad about what they did, I know you would have forgiven them on the spot.
I don't know about that.
You definitely would. You're the one person that supported me with kindness when I was struggling with my chemo. Your heart is too pure to hold an unnecessary grudge.
I had been working extremely hard to make my dream of becoming a doctor come true. The fact that I got leukemia, struggled through my treatment, and survived the horror story of middle school, all of those were hardships that I needed. All so that I could be a kind-hearted man for my wife. And when I think of it that way, I feel like every experience I had was a necessary one.